time of year again where we're going to be doing some autumn lawn maintenance to our Chrysler winning lawn. You can already see some bold patches on the lawn because I've already scalped it with the mower. I've gone down to the lowest setting. So the next job's going to be to pass over with our scarifier. I'm only going to do one pass initially. I'm going to be quite gentle with it this year. The next thing to do will be, once we've cleared the worst of the rubbish off, I'm then going to go over with a hollow core aerator. Now the scarifier will, like I say, reduce that thatch layer, but the key thing here is the hollow core aeration. So what that's going to do, that will help with the thatch, reduce the thatch, but the key thing is it will reduce compaction, it will allow water to drain from the surface but get the nutrients down into the roots where we really want them. And it's also really important for a thing called gaseous exchange. Now that's quite a complicated thing to talk about when it comes to soils, but have you ever heard of somebody talking about a stagnant soil? You know, it smells funny. Basically, soil needs good air-filled porosity for roots to develop. You need air pockets in the soil, and you also need an exchange of gases, you know, oxygen getting in, releasing of methane and carbon. It is quite an in-depth subject, but that's basically what you're doing, is you're helping with that gaseous exchange and helping with the air-filled porosity of the soil. You'll quite often hear people talk about that with compost. You know, if you put standard garden soil in a pot, over time it will compact and then it will stagnate, it will lose that air-filled porosity and it will go stagnant. So anyway, gaseous exchange, that's what hollow tine aeration does help with. Now, I'm not going to be doing a top dressing, I'm not going to be overseeding. I'm going to try and be as gentle as I can be on this lawn, and then again in the spring, as things start to warm up with the soil temperatures, I'll do the process again then, and we'll probably look at top dressing and seeding then when things are a little bit drier. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to put a little montage together of the machines working, so I hope you enjoy it. Cheers. I've been doing this for years, and I'm sure that everybody who scarifies a lawn says exactly the same thing. I'm always amazed by how much matter gets pulled out. had to be a little change of plan from my usual routine. As you'll have seen earlier on in the video, I usually use the mowers to suck up the rubbish after scarifying, but I'm not sure if you can hear that. Yesterday, as I was doing my second pass with the scarifier, it started raining. Now that wasn't in the forecast, which is why I started the job. And then last night, it absolutely poured with rain. So I have thousands of very wet little lawn sausages to clear up. Now, the second pass with the scarifier did chop up quite a few of them, but we've still got a few left to clear up. So, enjoy this footage of me clearing up the mess and thousands of little lawn sausages. Best laid plans and all that, hey? Don't you just love the great British weather? If you haven't got any of these little grabbers, highly recommend getting them. Saves you back. See, it's this point here that I hate when you're using a blower to collect your mess. You end up in no man's land, I like to call it, where your rubbish starts to clip the other side. That's why you usually use the mowers to pick up the cores. But because these little turf sausages are so wet, it would just stick to the bottom of the mower. Let's see if I can get a shot of this so you can see just how wet and squishy they are. Focus. Pretty wet, but yeah, no man's land. How far do you blow? Almost got a bit greedy with that one. A few blades went a good foot over the other side. There we have it, some less than ideal conditions for a bit of autumn lawn maintenance. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not going to be overseeding or top dressing. I'm going to wait till the spring for that because we've got some other stuff going on with this lawn. We're going to be putting some irrigation in and bits and pieces over the winter, hopefully. The main issue with this lawn, the reason why it's taken such a hit, is because doing that lawn pattern, I've been going in the same direction for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. No cross cutting. So the grass has been laid over and it's just sat on top of itself, which is why when it's pulled up, it's left these bare patches, but it'll green up in no time. Anybody that's done any of this work will know that this will green up in no time at all. But it is really wet. So leaving those cores open actually will help this lawn over the winter. Ideally, we should do some real drainage work on there, but that's easier said than done, you know, digging up a lawn and making a mess. So anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.